My name is Doris, and I am Little Bird Products. Thank you for joining me here today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're already subscribed, thank you, and I hope you're enjoying my little inserts of how I'm doing for the week. This is a Wednesday midweek check-in. I've been starting to do these because I plan on Sunday. Sometimes I'll post on a Monday for what my plans are for the week, but I try to do a midweek check-in where I'm doing what I'm doing. If you watched my prior videos, you'll know that I'm trying to focus on upcycling my jackets this week. And I just finished the first two pieces, and I'll show you a couple of pictures here and here of what I've done. And those are a couple of my techniques for upsizing, not just upcycling, but upsizing. Most of my clothes no longer fit me exactly the way I would like them to fit. And so I started out just remaking my clothes for me. And so I've been doing a lot of refashioning now to sell at my craft shows, and I'm getting ready for my fall craft shows. So that's why I'm doing my jackets. I thought I would start this series of upcycling, upsizing. And please let me know in the comments if this is of interest to you. I have quite a few techniques that I use depending on the pieces. Most of the time I do something with the sleeves. I almost always do something with the sides, sometimes something with the back. But the technique that I'm focusing on this week is for my jackets, where I open them up under the sleeve, because most of the time the sleeves are a little too tight on me too, and on other ladies, and then also down the sides. And my latest one here, I did with a skirt and a jacket. When I started looking at the jacket, it does zip up the front, but it's also reversible. And I wanted to retain that ability to be reversible. So on Sunday, when I show you the longer video for how I did things, you'll see the technique I used for that. I have a couple of other jackets on my to-do board today, and I'll inset some pictures here of what I've picked out for them and my companion pieces to go with them. And for those two, I'm going to use the same technique where I open it up down the sides. And then I usually try to use all of the pieces because I try not to have any throwaway scraps. Sometimes I use it for pockets. Fortunately, one of these jackets already has pockets and I want to retain those. And then the other ones, in order to keep the line, I did not put pockets in. I don't think I'm going to put pockets in the other one. And these other two are not reversible. But I'll go into more depth, with that technique, how I measure it, what I do, what I have done, and how I'm using them. I have another technique that I use for my t-shirts that I use most often, and that's the one that I used for this vest that I did, where I did a triangular inset in the sides, but I also put some elastic on there so that I actually widened the armhole, and that makes it much more figure forgiving. And in that one, I also took a piece out of the center, just a little square, and then a line down the center seam of the vest, and then I inset this other piece. These in particular, both of these pieces that are completed, I used either a skirt, or in one case I used a small dress, a Lularoe dress, because I liked that material that was used in them, and I liked the colors that went with the vest. And that only took two pieces, the original jacket and then the inset pieces to do. Sometimes it can take me 3, 4, sometimes even more pieces to upcycle a particular piece, but I really love doing this. I think that it gives them an up-to-date style, and it also makes them very figure forgiving, as long as the sleeves fit in the length that you like, and it's the length of the jacket is what you like, it'll fit you. Very figure forgiving. It can go up to sometimes a 4X, depending on exactly the style that I made. And you can wear them if you're smaller as well. I wouldn't recommend it for a small or extra small because it kind of would engulf them a little bit. But if you can be a medium, large, extra large, and they'll fit you as well. They'll just be a little more generous. So if you like things that are comfortable, those will fit too. So enjoy watching. At the end, I'll show you the completed pieces, the ones that I have finished. I'll show you a few more pictures of them. And I just thought it might be of interest to you to see these little upsizing techniques and what I'm doing. So this will be part 1 of the upcycling video series. Thank you and enjoy.